pressure going right from minute 0, getting hopefully a few goals in the back of the 12 characters net, as we know that 12 characters do struggle when they're under too much pressure, but they still need to keep their rotation strong as it has been recently. But we'll see how it goes as we wait for one more guy to get into the server. We will see 12 characters and Xbox Master Race come up in the second game of ORSA Boost Cup Match Day 6 here on twitch.tv/eRocketSports.
Yep, and players are joining the team, so we can get underway with this one, as I believe that I am doing a poor job of managing the stream, but yeah, huge game coming up, and we can get underway.
It's going to be a close game, probably not, but that's an opening Xbox Master Race, probably setting the tone for the whole game. Zub's is going to miss that ball actually, and Havel's going to knock it all the way back down towards Loomis Lear. Havel's going to, we take L's going to redirect it onto net, and Havel's going to score a goal.
Yeah, and right off the bat here, it's just some questionable defense, I think, to say the least, coming out from the Xbox Master Race side. Havel did a good job of just putting it into the middle, putting it near the net, and just, yeah, a bit of missed clear, I guess you could call it. Ends up in the back of the net, and definitely not the way that Xbox Master Race wanted to start this game out.
Yeah, I would have expected them to come out and get a goal into net, hopefully from the start, but that ball's actually going to pop right into the center for them. No one's going to capitalize off that ball. They're going to pop back over towards Havel, who's going to knock it over, and on top of it, just can't quite follow it off the side. Waffle's going to follow it up though, but Loomis Lear is going to knock it over towards Zub, who's going to pop it all the way back down the end of the field and comes down. Not quite to where he wanted it though, and Havel's going to bang it down. Not quite as hard as he wanted it, it's popped back down. They're just, whoa, wow, what a shot from We taking that ball over the crossbar, beating the 12 characters defender.
Yeah, and it's definitely a big one for them. Just a good shot from midfield, kind of caught the 12 characters players out of rotation. Left only one man back, and he struggled to get off the ground. And yeah, that's going to find the way into the back of the net, and we're back to an even series, which is a big deal, especially after going down so early.
What a save from Macklish from that shot from Havel was unrelenting. I'm not even sure what that word means, but I said it. And Zub's going to knock it all the way back down the end of the field. Loomis Lear's going to try and follow it up, but Zub gets it back onto the net. Macklish is going to come up into the air and it comes back down, is popping all the way back down towards Havel. Double commit there from Waffles as well, but Havel's still going to keep it clear, and Zub's going to knock it over the top, beating Loomis Lear as well. There's no one back in the net, so Zub's going to try and quite get there, but he does null it there from Havel. But Zub takes the goal.
Yeah, that was very well played by Zub to get it all the way there on defense, and strange situation in front of net there is really the best way to put it. It looked like Havel got bumped into the ball by an opponent and then took the shot, but it still went off Zub's car and he came away with the goal in the end, so yeah, just a bit odd, but yeah, and immediately Macklish gets one back from the Xbox Master Race side, trying to say that they're not going down without a fight in this one. And that was a spectacular play. Great pass by We Take L's, and great play by Macklish to get his car ready for that and just get a good shot on net over the defenders.
Well, I mean, it's a tied game with 3 minutes remaining. It's not how I expected this game to go. Xbox Master Race can definitely take the win out of game 1, but will they is the question. Havel's going to knock it up to the other side of the field, and Macklish is going to intercept it in midair. It's going to pop back down for Waffles to knock it wide towards Loomis Lear, who pops it back in the center again for Macklish, who's up. It's just off to the side, though, and Waffles is going to get demo, but he does get it past We Take L's. Loomis Lear is going to knock it wide, but it comes right there for Zub. Macklish, actually, We Take L's is going to make a save. Havel's going to follow it up and it's going to come into the center. Macklish is going to come up, but Havel knocks it all the way over to the top and it comes all the way back down. Loomis Lear's going to knock it over the top and Zub's going to try and follow, but can't. Loomis Lear's there, but Havel's going to knock it over the top of him and he's going to try and get one more touch over, but it's too hard. It comes all the way back down to the other side and Macklish is going to follow it up towards Waffles. Back onto the side and Havel's going to put it into the center again. Balls are sort of going back and forth, but Xbox Master Race had to do a little bit of defending recently. How are they going to get this ball up and score a goal?
Yeah, I think they really just need to kind of control the ball. I say this time and time again about these teams as a bit of an air dribble comes out very nearly for Macklish. But yeah, that's exactly the kind of play that they need, is just a single player just kind of taking control of the ball and taking their time with it, especially in their own half, to just kind of control it, make a nice, well-paced dribble up the field, instead of just like smacking the ball, big, booming, clear, and chase it. They need to you know, especially in a very close game like this one, they just need to control the pace, and controlling the ball, especially in their own half of the field, is a great way to do that.
Yeah, well, Loomis Lear has to get this ball out of the center, and he does so magnificently.
Oh!
Zub's beaten, we take L's. Not quite onto the goal, though, as Loomis Lear and Macklish just get a little bit of a double committed, double demo. We take L's.
Oh!
Zub taking each other out. What a save from Macklish, denying Waffles. Still 2-all with a minute remaining. Very, very tight game, but we have seen 8 shots come out from the 12-character squad compared to the just 3 from the Xbox Master Race side. We will have the ball still in the Xbox Master Race side as it pops into the center. Macklish is going to try and beat Havel, but not quite. Havel's going to come off the side and it goes up for We Take L's to clear it out. Just on top of Zub, and Macklish is going to follow it and try and get a ball into the center over the top of Waffles, but it's too hard. Going to come back down. We Take L's going to try and center it again, but Havel is going to get rid of it. Pops back down. Loomis Lick can't quite get there before Waffles. Havel's going to knock it over the top, and We Take L's pops it back for Waffles. Macklish is going to get rid of it though, and it pops all the way to the side. And Zub's going to try and knock it, but it's backboard. He's going to go for it himself.
Oh, the bounce shot!
Right over the top. Loomis Lear on the line as We Take L's misses that ball. Macklish is going to get rid of it, but Waffles puts the offensive pressure back on. Still from 12 characters. Absolutely battering the Xbox Master Race net. Havel puts it on one more time. It almost goes in. Oh! We take L's for the save on the line. Brings it to overtime 2-all.
Yeah, and this has been a fantastic series. Definitely, I think, what neither of us were expecting, but yeah, Xbox Master Race has really been able to hold their own, especially on defense, and in this midfield defense is where they've really been performing well. They've been able to just keep 12 characters out of their end and just maintain control, and then when the ball does end up in front of their net, they're quick to clear it. And they've had some fantastic saves as well, but they're going to need a little bit more offense, I think, if they want to actually come away with the win in this one.
Yeah, definitely, but the ball is still in the Xbox Master Race side of the field. Another shot. That's 11 shots from the 12 characters side. Still 2-all though, and Havel is up to that ball and cross. Zub's there. We Take L's gets rid of it. Defense here. Macklish also there, but he needs to get in the center for his teammate. Not gonna quite get there, and Havel is gonna clear his lines all the way back down to the other side of the field, off to the side. Zub keeps it down the other end of the field, but Macklish is gonna take it up off the wall, hits the roof, pops it down and back towards Waffles, who knocks it wide. We Take L's gonna try and follow this ball up, but not quite. Waffles is gonna try and take off on Loomis Lear, and it just nulls there. We Take L's trying to get over the top of Loomis Lear, who just drives him up the wall. Not quite there, but everyone's over here on the side. We Take L's caught way out of position. Macklish just picks up a boost. There's 2 in the net for 12 characters, and it's going to try and beat Zub. He beats Zub. He's trying to beat Waffles. Almost beats Waffles, but it just pops up. Macklish beats Havel, though. He's coming through.
The whiff!
Doesn't quite connect with that ball to almost put the game away against 12 characters, but not quite.
Oh, it's in!
We Take L in the air. 3-2. Takes the first match of the series.
Yeah, and that was a great pass from Loomis Lear, and as much as that was true, it was 2 players up from the 12 character side, and neither of them came away with the ball. So it's We Take L's getting a great shot, puts it straight down in Xbox Master Race. Huge first win in this series. And yeah, I think
a great series from Xbox Master Race. 5 shots to 12 characters who had 14. What a defensive effort from Xbox Master Race. Just edging out 12 characters in overtime on game 1 in this series. 12 characters to keep their pretty great, almost perfect, I think it is perfect, record on stream. They're going to need to take the next 2 matches in this series against Xbox Master Race. But we'll see in just a few seconds how this next game is going to go.
Yeah, and I think 12 characters really just need to do a better job of capitalizing on these shots. Like you said, they had 14 in this game, and Xbox Master Race was doing great on the defensive end of the ball, but as much as that's true, 12 characters a lot of times just had one person go in, take a shot, maybe double commit on a shot or something, have 2 people up, but they're really not doing a great job of following up the offensive opportunities that they had, because as much as they're getting shots, and as much as Xbox Master Race is getting rebounds or saves in this one, they're giving up rebounds. So 12 characters really need to start capitalizing on these rebounds if they want to come away with the win in this one. And right off the gate, Havel saying he is not happy with his first loss in a while, and he's just going to beat everyone there, bury that one in the back of the net, living up to his Season 3 Grand Champion title.
Only 8 seconds into this match and 12 characters kind of want something they couldn't do in the overtime of game 1. But we will still see 4 minutes and 43 seconds of this match to see if Xbox Master Race can take the win and take the set against 12 characters as the ball pops wide towards Zub onto the side. Loomis Lear gets a little bit of a weird touch over, but Havel is going to get there, and it pops down for We Take L's to clear that ball out. Comes wide from Zub straight over towards Havel, who just knocks it towards the corner, and it comes into the center, and no one's in the net. So Havel's going to put it away 2-0, and we do see Zub lead the match here.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll get back in here quickly, but yeah, and there he is. But yeah, Havel just did a fantastic job there of solo play again to just beat all the defenders and take the ball in himself. And this is something that we really didn't see too much of in the first game from the 12 characters squad. It was a lot more defensive play from them, and in the end it was defensive play from Crispy Waffles that kind of led to some breakdowns, I think. But so far from this game, we've seen a lot less defense coming out from this man, I'm forgetting everything right now. This Xbox Master Race team. So yeah, they'll need to step their defense back up to what it was in game 1 if they want to come away with this win for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to do that, and maybe even put a few more shots into the goals. We take L's. The curse of the leaving is back today. That's 2 on the Xbox Master Race side. No one's actually in goal here, so Macklish is going to do his best to try and get as much pressure onto this ball as possible, and he keeps the ball in the 12 character side of the field, beating Havel. Waffles almost gets there. We take L's, joins the match just in time to come back as the ball looks to come back down towards his side of the field. He stays in net actually as Waffles just tries to get it onto the net, but not quite. Macklish is going to beat him and beat Havel as well. Beat Sub as well. That's an open net there for Xbox Master.
Oh no!
Capitalize off it. It comes off to the post. And the ball's in the center again, but Xbox Master Race players just aren't there to take the shot. It's still 2-0 to 12 characters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not too much to say about that one. It's a spectacular play from players to dribble past everyone. But Macklish just couldn't find the back of the net, and he unfortunately puts it off the post. And that's huge in this game because they're they're down by 2 halfway through this game. Can't quite find a way to get back in this one, and yeah, now you see Havel nearly putting one on, but not quite gonna happen there. So it's kind of been much like in the first series, tale of 2 games in this one.
Oh, Waffles beats 2 players on the side there, but just doesn't get the shot away, just like a Macklish play there.
Oh no!
Macklish is actually just taps it back in the center, and Havel almost beats We Take L's and actually does in the end.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about this series, or maybe what it was about the first series, but the defense from Xbox Master Race has really just been night and day. They've looked nothing in this series like they did in the first one in terms of finding their form and in terms of making the important saves. So yeah, they're down by 3 now, and there's 2 minutes to go in this one. They definitely have time to turn it around, but it'll take some doing here.
Yeah, we'll definitely take some doing it, and we'll just see the Xbox Master Race team actually have only had one offensive. That was that Mac dribble into the post. We take L's, actually whiffing that open net there. Not quite what he wanted.
Ooh.
And Zub has knocked it into the center there for his teammates. But that's a double commit there, and Havel's actually going to still get to that ball. Xbox Master Race can't quite clear the ball yet, but Macklish is going to do so. Gets demoed by Havel though, and Havel just pops it up over the top of his teammate. It's going to pop back down for Zub. Doesn't quite get the touch he wants, and Macklish is going to put it over onto the backboard. Havel just misses that ball. We take L's, gets a little bit of a redirect, but Zub's going to be there. Take it off being on the net. Pops all the way back down. It's 3-0 with a minute remaining in this match 2 of the best of 3 set. Loomis Lee's going to knock it wide for his teammate Macklish, but it's just going to pop straight up, and Havel's going to get a tap towards the side again. Waffle's going to pop it up onto the side, and we take L. Gets a nice little touch over, but still in the Xbox Master Race side of the field. Havel and Loomis Lee get a 50-50, and it just nulls the ball, and Havel's still knocking it wide, but Zub's going to get rid of that ball. We take L's going to pop it. Might be on the last feet for Xbox Master Race. It's game 2.
Yeah, they're definitely not looking like the same team we saw win game 1, as Waffles is going to get a goal of his own here. And yeah, that might just about be the nail in the coffin. 4 goals up, only 25 seconds to go. Waffles with a good shot there after beating all the defenders. And yeah, I mean, this game has really turned right around after a huge game 1 from Xbox Master Race, especially on the defensive side of things. They've really been more or less non-existent in terms of defense in this one, so they'll have to really find their form again if they want to come away with this series.
Yeah, I think they really need this win to keep themselves off the bottom of the table. But we will see the ball actually come back down for the Xbox Master Race.
Oh, what a save!
A great save from Havel, but still saved by Havel again. What a win for 12 characters, edging that game out by quite a margin compared to that very close overtime in the first game.
Yeah, indeed, and after 14 shots in the first one, we see 12 characters only putting 5 on the goal this time. But much unlike the first game, instead of the 10 saves that we saw from Xbox Master Race in the first one, this game they ended up with a big 0. So yeah, that was really the difference maker for me in that one, and the teams were actually dead even on shots, so it wasn't necessarily a case of the player just not making the shots. But yeah, the defense for Xbox Master Race really disappeared in that game, I think, after being the difference maker in the first game.
Well, it was not a close game, but Xbox Master Race definitely did have their opportunities. They just didn't come early in the match. Xbox Master Race really need to get themselves going early and establish themselves in this next match if they want any chance of taking the game and the set. But we'll see it. Last game for today's match day 6 of ORSA Boost Cup. The third game of the series, 12 characters versus Xbox Master Race. This will be an exciting one.
Indeed, our second game 3 of the night. Very close series so far this evening. Great stuff to watch. Unfortunately, it's me streaming it and not McBoop, so I believe it's completely useless quality, but oh well, here we are. So immediately we take L's with a great shot. It's not quite going to happen, and Curse of the Leaving continues, as this time it's actually our resident Australian going to be making his leap from this server. But yeah, I definitely think the Xbox Master Race defense is going to need to appear in this one after not existing in the last one. And so far there hasn't been too much to prove from them, but they've been looking a lot more solid on offense.
definitely have been. They've
Oh!
definitely had their offensive pressure
Oh, what
on,
a
and Macklish
shot by
nice
Macklish!
pop over the top. That's 1-0.
Yeah, those were super quick reactions after a weird little ricochet thing between the defender and the Xbox Master Race player and Macklish. Speedy reactions, comes away with the ball, great little redirect on net, and it's an early lead, like you mentioned, for Xbox Master Race. Could be the difference maker.
Definitely could be, especially if they keep it up, but the ball is back down in the Xbox Master Race side of the field. They really need to keep their defense up as their #1 priority. Zub is going to take this ball there and not quite beating Loomis Libet.
Oh!
Reads that little, reads that pass into the center.
Yeah, and 5 Squared's dog is certainly excited about it. You can hear it barking in Australian in the background, but great pass from Zub there, finds its way across the middle, straight to Havel. And yeah, big 1-1 tie. Much like we saw in the first game, this game is already back and forth. So hopefully it'll be a bit more coming out from Xbox Master Race than we saw in Game 2, and a big save there from We Take L's means that their defensive effort is already improved.
Yeah, the viewers at home might not know what that Australian dog lingo actually means, but what he was saying is, no, what is that pass? That's so unfortunate there for the Xbox Master Race squad, as it pops back down towards 12 characters, almost onto the net, but how clear out off the backboard into the
oh no!
The curse of the leaving continues with Macklish. Oh no! It's 2v3 again. Well, I wish it was you, Llama, but it's not.
Wow.
Loomis Lee.
Wow.
Macklish is
banned.
We Take L's gonna try and get rid of him, and no. Stays down the Xbox Master Race side of the field, and it's still down with Waffles trying to keep it down here. We Take L's going to knock it wide, but there's no pace on this ball. It's double commit there on there.
Oh, Havel!
Back of the net.
Yeah, really great solo effort there. A bit of a defensive error, I suppose, in the corner with 2 players committing and then bumping each other, taking each other out of the play. But Havel, happy to capitalize. Definitely still took some doing as the defender from Xbox Master Race was there ready for the save. Havel did a great job to get himself up and get his car on the ball again to just keep that one up and get it in.
Well, the ball is back down in the Xbox Master Race side of the field. They really need to find a few more offensive opportunities to get rid of their side and get it onto the net of 12 characters. But 12 characters just seem too good at getting that ball up and finding that offensive opportunity as the ball just pops back down. Havel almost connecting with it, but Macklish is going to beat him over the top. Almost over the top of himself, may I add. Into the center, We Take L's going to pop it across, but Waffle's going to get rid of it. Macklish is going to pop it up, and Loomis Lear isn't going to quite get there. He's going to pop back over the top, leaving Macklish to get a save across. Havel's going to get to that ball, and Waffles is looking to be in the center, but not quite getting to the ball. Loomis Lear can't quite get it over the top. We Take L's has to touch it down, but it touches straight down for Zub. Macklish is going to get there first. We Take L's can't quite get to that ball, and Havel's just beating Macklish there. Loomis Lear to do the defensive work, but it's still there. Waffles is going to knock it into the corner in the Xbox Master Race side of the field. Macklish is going to pop it back down. Loomis Lear is going to pop it out. That's a double commit there, and Zub's going to pop it back down, try and take the opportunity, but no, We Take L's is going to get rid of it all the way. Waffles is going to take it across and into the center.
Oh, very close.
Macklish has to try and follow it up, but We Take L's is going to do so. Pops it across. There's really only one player pressuring that ball, and that's Havel. It's still in the Xbox Master Race side of the field, and they really need one more offensive opportunity to try and bring this on to their win.
Yeah, I mean we've seen much more close game in this one than in the last one. Much more reminiscent of Game 1, which Xbox Master Race managed to win. And this game so far is looking very similar. Might be destined for overtime again, but Xbox Master Race are going to need another goal. We know they have it in them. We've seen it a couple times so far this series, but recently they've just been on their back foot for most of the play here. Havel puts another one on, but not quite going to make it to net. But huge demo on his way out. May very well shut down the offensive push here for Xbox Master Race.
That ball's going to come across for Loomis Lear, who knocks it back down. Maybe an offensive opportunity here for Xbox Master Race. but the shot gets saved from Macklish. Comes all the way back down. Waffles is going to try and follow this ball and try and beat Loomis Lib, which he does, and pops into the center for Havel to go up. So Macklish with a nice little touch off to the side, and we take L's. Going to follow that ball off for Loomis Lib and knock it all the way back down on the side of the down the other side of the field. 15 seconds left, and Loomis Lib has to go up, but he doesn't quite get there. We take L's going to put it on one more time off to the backboard. It's right there, Zub.
He does it!
Left, it's 2-all. It's going to go to overtime.
Oh my gosh, what? I don't have words. These games today have just been so exciting, so down to the wire. 5 seconds to go in this one. Loomis Lib catches a pass off the backboard and just buries it. Spectacular effort now. It's up to Zub if he can get something done here on the wall. Ball has not hit the ground yet, so there's still a chance, but man, what a series this has been, and what a day of Boost Cup.
Definitely has been 2 game 3 and 2 overtimes. Game 1
3 overtimes. There's one in the other series as well.
Oh right, yeah. Gee, this is a really close game, but
no!
Oh no! 12 characters takes the win from an absolute fluke of a save. Redirecting it back into the net. Give 12 characters the win.
Oh man.
Game 3 of match 2.
Oh, I don't have words. What? 12 characters somehow manages to pull this one out in the end. Very, very spectacular series from both teams and spectacular night of Boost Cup. I don't know. We haven't had 2 streamed game 3s in a good little while, I think, and yeah, just wow. I don't have words. This game was very close in spite of the shot line being a bit more open. It was 9-5 in favor of 12 characters. And Havel really leading the way from them with a cycle. He assisted on the 1 goal he didn't score. A couple of saves and a couple of goals to his name was really good play from him. And then on the other side of the field, it was We Take L's. Pretty dominant as well with 2 assists, 2 saves, and 2 shots. Saw a bit of a strange looking scoreline there as it's 2 assists from We Take L's, but only 1 goal on the scoreboard because player disconnected. I believe it was Macklish after he scored a goal. But yeah, fantastic series. Fantastic job from both teams in that one. But I believe that it is now time to go in and interview 12 characters again.
Hey, there they are.
Hello, guys. We're back again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is it, yeah.
Surprise.
3 days in a row with a 12 characters interview. 5 squared is triggered.
We hope to have we hope to have 12 interviews eventually, you know.
1 for each character.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I mean, first question is just like, how did you guys survive this one? Because I died like 3 or 4 times during that series. So how did you guys end up surviving?
I don't know. Each game was weird in its own different way.
It really was, yeah.
Shots that first game, then
Yeah.
the third game. I don't know how that game just ended. I still don't even understand the physics of that goal, but
Yeah, I don't either, yeah.
we made it.
Yeah.
Made it.